Okay, so I'm here with Curt, and I saw Curt about maybe 2.5, 3 months ago, and Curt came in with some major dry eye problems. Curt, could you kind of explain to me what it was that you were dealing with?
Sure. It started over probably about 2 years ago that the eyes just kept getting a little drier and drier, and got to the point where I was having to carry bottles of eye drops in every car, every time I went someplace, making sure I had my eye drops, and just started to get more and more irritated from the dry eye, the gritty feeling, the wake up in the middle of the night with the dry eyes, and just kept bothering me.
Yeah, so you were using drops constantly, right?
6, 8 times a day.
And what was that doing for you?
Not much.
Not much, huh?
Just temporary, hour and a half relief.
So it was like a Band-Aid. It wasn't obviously fixing the problem, just soothing it for maybe a short period of time, and then you were dealing with the problem again.
Yep.
So if you could quantify on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you're in the emergency room, and 0 feeling nothing as far as dry eyes go, what would you say, or what level would you say you were at?
I would say that there were nights where I was probably a 5 or 6. It wasn't quite go to the emergency room, but it was definitely painful and past discomfort. It was frustrating.
Well, in quality of life, it was obviously affecting that, right?
Yep. It was affecting my sleep because I'd wake up 2 times in the night. I'd have to put more drops in, and so I wasn't sleeping good, wasn't comfortable when I was out. It was affecting life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could quantify, now that we've kind of done some treatments on you, if you could quantify how you feel now, well, where would you be at this point, would you say?
99% of the time I'm at a 0. Once in a while I may have a little irritant in my right eye, which bothered me a little bit more, and I might get to a 0.5. So
that's amazing.
Very, very,
a 0.5 is pretty amazing.
Yep.
So that quality of life is obviously improved.
Yep.
I know that you use the computer a lot, so when we're when we're on the computer, when we're reading, we actually blink less. So all this combination of things to find that now that you're at a 0.05 or 0.5 is pretty amazing.
Yep. Yep.
So obviously the treatments that you used in the past were just the artificial tears, didn't find a whole lot of relief. What were some of the things that that we did here that you felt like kind of gave you some relief?
Well, first let me back up. So I first went to my regular eye doctor, who I had been through for 20 years.
Okay.
And he really didn't have any suggestions. So then I went to another regional eye care place and had a really thorough exam by a physician that was recommended to me. And I said, one of my problems is I wake up, in the night, I have to put on more of this lube I was using.
Sure.
And he said, well, I guess you better just put more in, because I don't know what else to tell you.
Really?
And I go, oh, thanks. I paid a lot of money for put more lube in. So then I was so appreciative when I came here, and you did more specific measuring of what was going on, testing of what was going on, and then did the MIBO treatment to loosen up the tear ducts so that they work properly.
Correct.
And then using the correct type of drops so that the moisture stays in.
Yeah, and everybody's dry eyes is different, so everybody requires a little bit of a different treatment. And what's kind of nice about your treatment is there's a lot of expensive medications out there, there's a lot of expensive procedures out there, and we didn't have to go to the heavy Restasis and the oral antibiotics and stuff like that, where a lot of times doctors, that's one of the things they go to.
Yeah.
So we'll put you on a good artificial tear, a really good artificial tear, preservative free, and then we put you on some quality omega-3s. Now quality is key. And then we did the MIBO treatments. Now the MIBO treatments, just to kind of remind everybody, is they're just a heated massage for your eyelid. And what it does is, like you said, it opens up those tear ducts or those glands of the eyelid to help get you quality tears, not quantity tears, but quality tears. So your eyes are more protected, they feel less dry, less scratchy, less irritated, and the tears are protecting your eyes. So I guess my last question is do you have any other comments? Do you have, would you recommend some of these treatments for some of your friends and family?
I definitely recommend. Like I say, I went to other eye care professionals and they had nothing to offer. I drive 45 minutes to come here, and would do that gladly and would recommend anyone that has dry eye issues that they ought to come here, because it's been amazing the difference that I have.
That's great. It's great to know. So yeah, come find out if you're suffering from the dry, red, itchy, irritated eyes. Come find out and find some relief from the itchiness and the scratchiness. Find younger, wider looking eyes at Rockford Family Eye Care. You can follow us at Facebook, or you can visit our website at www.rockfordfamilyeyecare.net.